I had an epiphany today learning guitars, doing guitar scales and stuff, um, because they're all listed as position 1 to position 2 and position 3. They're not listed in a way that I liked, that made me feel like I understood what I was doing. And then I realized every position has a corresponding shape, chord shape. They are all revolving around C, A, G, E, and D. So as you move up the fretboard, you're going to go from C to A to G to E to D, no matter what. The question is, you may start on a different part of that pattern, but the pattern revolves. That pattern, the pattern cycles. So if I'm in F sharp, that's E. So my next one up's caged. So E, D, C, A, G, and then it continues E, D. So that helps me understand, obviously, the fretboard a little better, but also if I want to play a lick or a solo in a specific, when a chord is being played, right? You play within a chord. You play within that like an arpeggio or something within the scale of whatever chord you're playing. So if G is playing, I want to play a lead riff in that are using the notes of G. So now I know G, E, D. So I can choose any of these positions. Now I can use one of the scale shapes that I'm learning that all relate to that. So if I want to play, like I said, G, I can play it up. I can pick. So like there. Let's say I want to play something around here. I can. So this note is G. So I can play it behind, but I call behind. So I play a C shape like this. Oops. So I play something around like that, or I play an A shape. So all of the chords have a corresponding scale shape that fits them. So, like G, E, so I'm still learning, right? So that's G. So hold on, what did I do? I did G, E. So next up, keeping the same, would be D. So right. So that's all still D, K, G, D. So next one up is a C. A. Yeah, so I'm still learning them, but if I wanted to keep going, K, G. That one's easy because it's an octave. But now, like, I can, so I can play something like, Ah. And I still hit some wrong notes, but I'm learning these different shapes, right? So C, A, G, E, D, and they all have I can't remember what song that is. Yeah. So if I'm playing so whatever I want to play, I now have a corresponding like shape for. So it's kind of interesting. It's an interesting way to think of it. I don't know if you're following what I'm saying. So like D sharp, that's an A shape here. So it's, and if I want to go back further, so back further from that would be a C shape. Right, so that's kind of what I'm learning when it comes to scales, because they all have a corresponding shape. I can send you what I'm like the shapes of what I'm talking about, and it kind of shows you where to put your fingers. Oops. If you want, I can send that to you, and like their corresponding shapes of the chords as opposed to just the scale. Because like I could play, you don't have to remember sharps and flats like you do on piano with this. You just know, what shape is this scale where I'm playing, right? So. I now know I'm playing in D because I realized that's D here, and I'm playing a G shape. G. Yeah, I don't know if that makes sense, but let me know.